263 came up as the biggest thing. And I'm going to do the same thing with the left, get a pre-selection, get a couple of those going on. But whatever that first frequency was, whatever organ system that fell in, I'm going to try to find, it's the similar organ, the same column in that the organ chart to run, just running different octaves, so, relative wavelengths. 263 is that's between heart and small intestines. So
Lydia, I'm going to run off and get this copy. Listen,
Okay.
I got 85 minutes on the camera here for that battery.
okay. Yeah, well then that battery's charging. It might be charged. So I'm gonna try to find a heart frequency back to this.
Okay. I didn't thinking about what is it, Jordan?
I'll be back shortly.
What did you do? I don't understand.
I did everything's normal. The program 11 and everything's normal. All they did was find this frequency is the one I need the most for the right coil. And then just like normal, I tested. I'm looking here to see which one is a heart frequency, if any of them are. That one's not. 60's close, but 60 spleen pancreas. 120.81 is close. That's spleen pancreas too. 962. 362, okay. That's not it. 724.
Do you use this?
Mm-mm. So since the first one, 269, was between heart and small intestines, the closest one I can get is this, 8,679 hertz, which is small intestines. It's one to the right and up. The relative frequencies are basically the same color. They can work pretty well together. And it does test very well.
It's okay. You don't use. How about what did you say about color? What does it mean, color?
Color is just representative of the frequencies. Like if this wavelength was a color, it would be red.
Oh, if what? Heart?
Yeah. One of these frequencies is related to the heart, so the heart is one of these frequencies is a heart resonance. The heart puts it out, and if you brought it up high enough, where these sound waves aren't going to produce any colors, but if you brought it up high enough into the color spectrum, supposedly it's red. But the colors are in relation to the columns and. Forget I said colors. I mean, it's just all columns. It's all columns of frequencies that are related to each other because they're multiples of 2 to the n power and n -1.
Okay, let's talk about buttons.
What? Okay.
Okay, and let's move it on. Okay, and this is I know, right and left. This is we don't touch.
Don't
calculate.
touch it.
Okay. MS and we know this and
Yeah.
okay, how about the FM and AM?
Frequency
Yeah, modulation, and I don't understand frequency modulation. How can you do it modulation? No, you tell me, if you write down, I don't understand.
I mean, with the basic waves, it's all the same gate. They're all the same distance apart. So, you know, you have to say all these distances are the same distance apart, and this is normal. With frequency modulation, you're putting a pulse here. Then there's like a little break, and then there's a pulse here, say, which is different than this, and then there's a pulse here. That's frequency modulation.
Mm-hmm.
So the body doesn't really know what to do with that. So instead of like 8,679 hertz, when you push, you know, the frequency modulation, it's going to go down a little bit and it's going to go up a little bit. So it's going to go to like 8,700 hertz and 8,625 hertz, and it's going to hit them all inside that range. With the amplitude modulation, that's a modulation of this right here. So when you say, like before, we were having a hard time figuring out what intensity to run, you know, say it's 8.6 is perfect, right? But I get some results, you know, right here, the pulse changes, and up at 9, the pulse changes. So if we throw it at 8.6, it'll go up to somewhere around 9, and also go down to somewhere around 7.8, 8.2 area.
Amplitude, right?
Yeah, it'll get stronger and weaker.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put on FM and AM, it's getting stronger and weaker, plus the gates are changing too, and the pulses. And sometimes it's real good to run them like that. It's real. I run, you know, patient specifics like that every once in a while.
How can you use it, FM? How? And show me. Okay, 11 program.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
I
just-
do it in program 11.
Okay, just MF, AM. Okay, 11 program. Mm-hmm.
We could do this. Star. So if you press star FM, you can go into fine tuning frequencies. 15 is average, and so this is a chart for a 15-degree graduation of frequencies. And they say the machine goes up to 32,000 hertz. Let me just demonstrate that it does, but it's hard to get to if you do the things normally. 31,835, yeah, that's standard. Then star frequency modulation, fine. Then right, oh, still won't do it. Maybe I have to go into 10.
Okay, 11.
Yeah, there's just more frequencies that you can hit when you're doing this fine graduation. See, I'm spinning this thing around, and it's almost a complete turn or a half a turn before that goes 100th. Now it's picking up a little bit. It's doing about 10 frequencies between each frequency in here. That's what you want to do. How to use. This is just generally using the FM module. And you just test people for this, and you can hit AM too. I do that often. If I'm going to do FM, just do AM too.
How, when I can put button, I don't understand. How, when?
You do it because you feel like doing it, basically. And you understand what it does now, so you do it because you feel like doing it. Or if someone's not getting a lot of reactions, this will get a lot of reactions out of people.
No, let's do again 11 program, and then what we put, what button?
right?
Okay, right,
And then,
right. And this scan body.
see, look at this, 13, 17,
Yeah.
18, whatever, 0.25, and then you could add them at any time,
Oh.
you know, whatever, and then,
Why we can put why?
you,
Why we
you,
have to
you can
use-
just, you can do it anytime you want, you can not have them on, and you can test like that, and then you can press them on, and you can test like this. And when you test like this, you're testing more frequencies in between, you know, a little bit higher, a little bit lower, the power here is gonna go up and down. So it's testing for more power and less power than that 3.5 intensity. Then you just, you know, fine, and then start, and it's a lot like it was before.
The same.
It's the same. I mean, pretty much it's the same
We don't
way
need,
of testing
we
and all
don't
that.
need this button, right?
No, I wouldn't say that.
We don't need.
You will need it sometime.
You need.
Yeah. Like with lymphatics, and I use it for cancer patients a lot.
I don't understand this stuff.
And you know when you hear
How
the
we
sound
can-
wave, it will go a little bit higher and a little bit lower, and then the number that it shows on the ondamed. And I showed you when we fine-tuned the frequencies that there's frequencies in between each one of these if you go into the fine numbers, and that's what you're getting when
Oh,
you do the
okay, yeah,
FM.
yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, so you're going back and forth in between, you know,
Uh-huh.
these three numbers. It's touching, you know, every one a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's good, you know, it's a constantly changing environment, and for the tumors, it seemed to work good for the tumors. That's you know, it's a cancer. I think it's more of a cancer treatment.
Oh, more cancer. But we just okay. We just okay. Let's 11 program.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, we'll do right. Scan body, right?
You scan it with an FM and AM if you're gonna do it.
Oh,
But
just push button.
push the buttons.
Okay. No AM.
Why not?
Why
push
AM
it.
too?
Yeah.
Oh, and then we scan.
Yeah. So instead of just testing for the 3.5 intensity, you're testing for intensity like this. It's bigger. It's a bigger range.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
for
you're
example,
gonna
like-
pick up frequencies that are you know, in between the two frequencies. So you're gonna pick up more because of that. You're gonna pick up frequencies that are resonating stronger because you're testing for a higher and lower intensity than 3.5. So
Okay.
you find a lot more results in
Okay,
general.
for example, I found this and I found here. Oh, this is more hertz. More than usually.
Yeah, well you'll get more responses than usual.
Oh,
Much more.
okay, like this. Okay, I
Mhm.
found here. I found this. Okay. Oh, more for cancer people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do it again. And we choose, for example, 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 6. And then left. Right?
Yeah.
And then left. And again the same.
Yeah.
But we don't touch this stuff. We don't touch FM.
No, you don't have to.
Okay, and then intensity, NMS.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, you still do
and start,
intensity.
start.
Yep. Everything's the same except you've got those buttons pushed.
Oh,
When you start.
that's it.
Mm-hmm.